Have you ever felt like fear is secretly controlling your life, even when you pretend everything is fine? What if I told you fear isn't your enemy, it's your teacher? And the moment you stop running from it, your whole life begins to change. Today, I'm going to share with you the powerful story of a boy named Jack, a boy who learned that the path to freedom starts exactly where your fear begins. Jack looked like any other quiet, polite teenager. He blended in, kept to himself, never caused trouble, but inside, he was fighting a storm no one knew about. He had dreams, big ones. He wanted to start a YouTube channel, play guitar on stage, maybe even inspire people one day. But every night, before he fell asleep, a small voice whispered in his mind. "You're not ready, you're going to fail, people will laugh at you." So all the things he wanted stayed locked inside him, not because he wasn't good enough, but because he was afraid. One day at school, there was an announcement, a public speaking competition. Topic: what does courage mean to you? And the moment Jack heard it, his stomach twisted. He tried to avoid eye contact. He prayed the teacher wouldn't call his name. But deep down, a little part of him wanted to try. Just once, to stand there without hiding, without shaking, without letting fear win. That night, he told his grandfather about it, a man who had survived war, failure, loss, yet somehow carried peace in his eyes. His grandfather looked at him gently and said, "Jack, do you know what fear really is?" Quote, Jack shook his head. "Fear isn't here to stop you. It's here to show you where you need to grow next. When your hands shake, when your heart races, that's life saying, this is your moment." Jack couldn't sleep that night. Those words kept echoing inside him. Fear shows you where your growth is waiting. And the next morning, Jack made a decision. He signed up for the competition. Not to win, not to impress anyone, but to face himself. Of course, when his friends saw his name on the list, they laughed. "Bro, you? Public speaking? You're gonna freeze." Jack smiled nervously and said, "Maybe, but at least I'll try." For the next 2 weeks, Jack practiced every day. In the mirror, in his room, in the backyard. He stumbled, forgot lines, sweated through his shirt. But something slowly began to change. He realized fear wasn't attacking him. Fear was testing him. Every time his voice cracked, he breathed deeper. Every time he wanted to quit, he tried again, softer, slower, calmer. He wasn't trying to be perfect anymore. He was trying to be present. Finally, the big day came. The auditorium was full. Teachers, students, judges, hundreds of eyes staring. When Jack's name was called, his knees went weak. He walked to the stage with a dry throat and shaking hands. He looked at his paper, but the words blurred. He froze. People whispered. Someone coughed. And for a moment, Jack wanted to run. But then he heard his grandfather's voice. "Fear shows you where your growth is waiting." Jack put the paper down and spoke from the heart. "I'm not here today because I'm fearless. I'm here because I'm tired of letting fear control my life." The room went silent. Even the judges stopped writing. Jack continued, his voice still trembling, but steady from the inside. "I used to think courage meant not being afraid. But now I know, courage is being scared, and doing it anyway. Fear tells you you're not enough. But when you stop running and face it, you realize fear was never your enemy. It was your teacher." When he finished, the entire hall erupted in applause. Not because it was the best speech, but because it was honest, human, real. Jack didn't win the competition that day. Someone else took home the trophy. But Jack won something far more important, his freedom. He went home, hugged his grandfather, and said, "You were right. Fear doesn't stop you from living. Running from it does." From that day on, Jack lived differently. He joined new activities, met new people, took chances, and every time fear showed up, instead of running, he whispered, "Thank you for showing me where to grow next." Years later, the same boy who once froze on stage became a motivational speaker. Speaking to thousands, sharing the lesson that changed his life. Fear doesn't mean stop. Fear means step forward. The more you face it, the smaller it gets. And the moment you stop running from fear, you start running toward freedom. If Jack's story touched something inside you today, take a moment and ask yourself, what fear have you been running from? And what would your life look like if you faced it? If this message spoke to you, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. Don't forget to like this video if it gave you strength, subscribe to the Self-Made You for more powerful mindset stories, and share this with someone who might need a little courage today. Remember, the moment you stop running from fear, you start running toward freedom. See you in the next story.